Hello, everyone. It's me, Trevor Cormier, and of Analyzing Male Slavery. Well, I just did a video not long ago replying to this man, Academy of Ideas, and it's Carl Jung, The Psychology of the Man-Child.
Yes.
This guy needs replying to. And of course,
Trevor, sorry, I've got to say, I really enjoyed your video on this. It was a really good reply video. But you covered the video itself, and you covered two videos, and you proved how he contradicted himself and how he was full of shit, basically. But I was looking through the comments section of this video, and I think that's just as interesting and deserves a deconstruction, in my opinion.
Exactly. Because I think I only touched on it very briefly. Mm-hmm. And of course, there's Academy of Ideas. A lot of people.
And also, there is something I want to raise awareness against, and I'm going to do a series of videos on this, not just one.
Right.
I'm going to work on this. This is very important. This Patreon pay pig, YouTube pay pig, cult circle jerk type dynamic is very toxic, right? And I'm going to tell you what a lot of people do to gain status. They create YouTube channels. They regurgitate simplistic crap like this, like Jungian stuff, right? It's German, so the J's pronounced with a Y. Jungian stuff, Jungian crap, right? Whatever. Empty platitudes, man art, lifestyle advice, because the YouTubers want to gain status and they advocate for lifestyles they do not live themselves.
No, nor want to. And they don't want
to. But they attack and shame other men for not living up to these standards. And a lot of self-loathing men lap this abuse up and promote it.
Yes,
pay these people to abuse them.
Well, especially, I'd like to add too, is like in the case of Academy Ideas, what they do, these philosophy guys, is they take someone like Carl Jung, and they just have to read a quote and put the quote out there. So they don't even have to come up with their own ideas in this case.
Yes. Actually, lots of people are like that. There's very few people who do original ideas.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yes, but here's the thing. Actually, look, even we don't do original. Well, we do original ideas, but even our ideas, right? The things we talk about is built upon other people's ideas. We improve on it, we refine it. That's what every. So no one's completely original, but this is just regurgitation. He doesn't understand what he's repeating either, in my opinion. Or what he's repeating is just a load of crap.
Exactly. Now, here's one of the first comments after his. Mom, they're posting weird stuff again, like guys making jokes about this.
Yes, so this video that this comment's left on, it's a man up video, attacking men for being man-children and not being mature. Okay? And this guy, what I think's happening is a lot of men, they feel shame about being low status. They feel that they're quote-unquote immature, right?
Yes.
And they're trying to cope by trying to turn it into a joke.
Exactly.
Like self-deprecating humor. That's what it is.
And you'll see a lot of it. I mean, the guy underneath him, I told my mom to record this for me so I can watch it after cartoons.
That's pathetic. It's not even funny. It's like, and also this really annoys me because a lot of these guys are trad cons. They talk about traditional men. They talk like men living with their families is a recent phenomenon, that like men became weak and they were no longer independent. They had to live with their families. No. In the past, families used to live together because of economic hardships. That was the norm. Look, human beings are actually tribal creatures. That's been the norm since the fucking dawn of the human race.
Of course. I mean, that's what the cavemen do. They weren't really cavemen. The Neanderthals, I mean, there were small groups of people that traveled everywhere and put their labors together.
Look, if you was a caveman and you said, I'm going my own way, you'd be dead within a week, maximum.
Oh, yes. That's why ostracism was such a terrible punishment. It's basically killing you,
Yes, it was. And this is why I think human beings got an instinct for conformity. They value group consensus over truth. Like, if you lived in a tribe and you knew what they're saying was nonsense, you weren't going to disagree with them,
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Look, let's sacrifice these children. Like a tribe did that, and you spoke up against it. Oh, well, we'll sacrifice you as well. You're anger the gods. So you may disagree with it inside, but you're going to keep your mouth. Most people are going to keep their mouth shut in that situation.
Oh, God, yes. And to add to it, I mean, we're talking about Neanderthals, but really this was all the way up until probably even the industrial age, really, until people were still hanging together.
Look, there's
And
still extended families up until the early 20th century.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
Because in this video, he mentions how someone was writing in 1951. So they were basically, uh, the nuclear age had showed up, and that's when they started noticing some, things were different. You
Yes.
know,
Mechanization, basically. That's what it
yeah,
is. It's like,
that's it is. Mechanizing, giving people choice. Now, drunk vegan gal. In my experience, part of the problem of male adolescents facing or embracing adulthood is that their fathers have never managed to embrace adulthood either. This is a woman bashing on men, period.
it's got 1.1k upvotes. So that means
Yes.
the self-loathing losers on the channel all supported this. Look, okay, a lot of these comments are men attacking other men for being man children. Like,
Yeah.
so circumstances completely beyond every man's control, more or less. Right? They're in the economic environment they find themselves in, and these idiots are practicing hyper agency and they're shitting on other men. It's ridiculous. Now,
Yes.
this vegan girl, okay, who controls the family unit? Who controls it? It's women, right? So you shouldn't be speaking about the maturity of men whatsoever. It's not maturity, it's the useful productivity of men. That's what she's really concerned about. That's what it's code word for. Like,
Yes.
for example, you could have a so-called immature man, right? Let's be real here. Having a relationship with your father who's immature but who's kind would be brilliant for a kid. I think that would still raise a stable kid for the
Yes.
most part. It would.
Exactly.
Emotionally stable kid. So so that's not what it's really about, really. So they're obfuscating it because it can't be honest because it's too blunt. That's what.
Of course. Of course. Now look at this one underneath. Only man-child like you and me. He's oh my God. Get this in a recommendation. YouTube knows us. So I mean, here he feels like 1.1K again.
Yeah.
He feels self-loathing and he's trying to make a joke out of it. To me, it's
Yes.
like this is why we always, at least in my channel, I try to say, look, you guys got to let this stuff go. You got to
Yes.
stop. Self-loathing isn't going to do anything for you.
Yes.
You know?
But the thing is that these guys who self-loathe, once they get the status, they enjoy looking down on other men as well. They
Yeah.
want to look down on other men and get off on it. That's why they can't let go. Because I've talked to these types of men, like I've tried to explain to them politely why the concept of beta males doesn't make any sense. They go completely berserk, basically. It's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to take away the one pleasure away from them, the justification to look down on other men. No. Some men are just genetically beta males are inferior. It's just the natural order of things. I'm thinking, look, right? If there is a such thing as beta males, you're obviously one yourself then, right? You're clinging to an idea that shits on you.
Yes. Well, just think of how many the old royalty were gimped up people because they practiced so much incest, right? And
Yes,
a lot of them were mental and physical defects, but they were still born in the royalty,
yes,
they still, or nobility. So they lived as long as they lived as long as most people did anyway.
yes. They'll still look. Yes. They still have prestige because of their status. No one cares. Here's another thing as well, right? This whole you got to man up, you got to boot the kids out. They got to learn to survive on their own, right? Millionaires and billionaires don't do that, do they?
No.
Like Donald Trump, he was giving money by his father. He's giving money to his sons and daughters, right? This is what most parents do. It's like they don't go, you've got to compete with kids from the ghetto, right? Let's send you to a shitty school. Let's not give you any money, right? Complete equality. No one does that. No one, right? Everyone tries to give their children the biggest life chances possible, and they try to give them shortcuts to make them successful. So this
Yeah.
whole concept, you've got to go out on your own. It's basically men have been booted out by their families, and they're trying to come to terms with it and say, yeah, it's actually a good thing. This is what men do. That's what it is.
Yeah. It was tough love. I
Yes.
want to be a real man like my father, who
Mm-hmm.
hated me. Look at this one, like you pointed out before. I started working out, cut my gaming down, his fun down, started eating healthier, and now I need to get out of my comfort zone by meeting new people. Good luck out there. And you,
Let's cut through that bullshit. Okay. He started working out. All right. If you want to look, I've worked out, I've stopped, I've started again. I like working out because I feel good. It helps me sleep. I
Yeah.
like having muscles as well, to be honest. And but what I do, the way I work out is not bodybuilding; it's strength increasing. So anyway, I like gaming. I do it a bit too much, and I try and cut down, not to get status. I want to work on my YouTube channel and content more because I like creating content. It gives me a sense of satisfaction. Eating
Yes.
healthy is good, but now I want to cut down to bullshit. It's the meeting new people thing, right? Why does he want to meet new people? All right, okay. Why are people afraid to meet new people, especially men? Okay, because it's hostile with your low status.
That's
People don't
right.
want, people tell you to bug off, right? He wants to meet new people. He wants to network to help him gain status. That's what it is,
Yeah.
right? It's easier to make friends and network if you've got status. And let's be real here. He wants to get status so he can get the girl, right? He wants to get the girl. This is where the anxiety comes from. Get status, get the girl. Once he gets the girl, once he gets the status, he's not going to give a shit about friends. Like once
Yeah.
he's high status himself, he's not going to look out and hook up with low status people like he used to be. He's
Yeah.
past version of himself. He's what's this fucking loser trying to suck my energy and waste my time? Shoot. So
Yeah.
it's a cycle. It's a cycle of abandonment, basically, in my opinion.
Well, that's a good way of putting it too.
Mhm.
I mean, like you said before, I mean, you and I were talking earlier, and I was saying from my experience, just in my family, how all the men I find about somewhere about 30, age 35, they stop just naturally hanging around with their male friends. It's like guys, they just want to revolve around this one woman and put as little effort into dealing with other people, and it just
Yes,
gets worse as the years go on. You
yes.
know, so, I mean
And
that is the experience.
look, here's another one. Parents can't teach what they don't know. Or teach what? Like kids find themselves in a different environment to their parents. And let's be real here. A lot of the anxiety is about leisure time, right? Oh, this person's not doing anything productive. He's not gaining status. He's not going on a quote unquote adventure, which is complete bullshit.
Yeah,
Adventure means gain status. That's all it means,
that's all it means.
right? Yeah. And basically, in the past, before the internet and computers, people were watching TV and drinking beers and watching sports, right? And going down the pub, right? I'm sorry, if people haven't suddenly changed, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't remember anyone uh, doing anything but the standard. Uh,
Yes.
that guy who said, "Get out of my comfort zone." This is
Mm.
bullshit because when these guys gain status, they remain in that comfort zone.
Yes.
It becomes a comfortable zone, and that's where they want to be.
Look, if there was a decent, attractive girl waiting for these men without any state, I'll just love you for who you are. Let's both get welfare, get a nice little falling down house that we can build up, right, for the cheap, okay? And let's have loads of babies. Most of these men go, yep.
Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, they wouldn't care about meeting new people. They wouldn't care about any of this. Yeah,
Mhm.
so true.
Come on, what's the dream girl for me? Look, this is probably a dream girl for me. I want an attractive girl, big boobs, who likes to game,
Yeah,
basically. But she would have to live in a different house. She would have to like, what we'd do, right? I'd live somewhere and she would live somewhere. She'd come over the weekends to fucking play video games and go back during the weekday so I can have more space.
yeah,
And I wouldn't have to earn her. That,
yeah,
if you're a guy with any sense, that would be your dream. But of course, they know they can't get that. They're going to have to jump through the bloody hoops.
yeah.
Do it.
Exactly. This guy even said, "Look, in other countries, staying close to your family is a pretty normal thing." So someone, puts a buck to that.
It's not really a cultural thing. It's an economic thing. That's
Yes.
what it is. It's a level of economic development. Because in the past, it was normal, you know. Uh, what we see, like the thing is, even in these so-called digital cultures, right? Right, all the surplus people, like who are destitute, are almost male. Especially in Muslim countries, you've got loads of surplus men booted out,
Yeah.
who are beggars, right? So, like you're talking about that of Mice and Men, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, that book of Mice and Men. All the surplus people were men, booted out, discarded.
That's right. And the thing is, like you mentioned in that video, the guy would say, or George would say, "Oh, these guys have no family," but they do have family. I mean, not all of their parents died. And
Yeah.
they didn't have brothers and sisters. Their families kicked them out. That's why they don't have family. The family didn't want it.
This is something that bothered me about the video you was applying to. One person talked about Don Quixote,
Yeah.
basically as idle man because he was on a quest and adventure. I've actually read the book Don Quixote. When Don Quixote dies on his deathbed, he renounces his foolishness and his delusions and his wasted life, engaging in them.
Wow. You see, I didn't
Yes,
read that and I didn't know that.
yes. So, and the person, the regurgitation channel Academy of Ideas read that book, he would have pointed that out if he was honest. But he's never read it, of course. So
Yeah.
he's just taking things from the internet and regurgitating them and trying to pass himself off as sophisticated.
Oh my God, you're right. Well, you see, that's why I didn't talk much about the book because I never read it. So I said,
Mhm.
I just say, look, Academy of the Ideas is not living that lifestyle. If it was
Mhm.
really something valuable to him, he'd be doing it. But they
Look,
don't.
Don Quixote, Don Quixote is, in my opinion, you're meant to have mixed feelings for him. You're meant to sort of admire him, right, in a weird way, but it's sort of supposed to feel pity for him as well.
Yeah.
And it's like the tilting up windmills. What does that really symbolise? Tilting up windmills, like it's like not dealing with reality. He's trying to be a knight taking on a dragon. It could, like, the windmill could like symbolise economic progress, right? And he's like trying to stay in the old ways, and it just doesn't work. It's
Yeah.
delusional.
Of course. Of course. Now look at this. This is another one. Dad, grow up and be on your own. Mom, I made food for you. Me stays forever. It's just oh my God. But this guy up here, Sloppy, I guess I should read a little more. We only see living with your parents as an issue because society tells us that independence is everything. Well, for the guys.
Yeah.
And consider tribal society. He goes on for quite a while, no medical one, but he's actually was talking about something we were talking about earlier too. Like this living with your family is actually was very standard. Mm. It's not abnormal to strange.
That's quite a decent comment.
Yeah.
I don't think it's intentional. I just don't think he understands the gender dynamic of it, actually.
Yes, exactly.
The real children are those who get bent out of shape just because someone else has different life goals than them. It's my life. I'm not going to do what you want me to. I'm going to do what I want to. Get over it and grow up. That's a decent comment. I'll give the guy kudos.
Yeah, I'm gonna thumb that up.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But look, it got a decent amount of upvotes. Not everyone's a complete idiot on the channel.
Yes, exactly. Because other people have actually talked directly to Academy Ideas and
Yeah.
actually put blowback. And Academy of Ideas, by the way, made a mistake by going into his comment section. Because
Yeah.
when you actually talk in your comment section, people can come after your false narratives.
Mhm.
And now he's stuck. Let me show you one. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass. See if I can't bring it up.
Can I just point something out? Academy of Ideas. What a redundant name. Everything's a fucking idea. You might as well call it Academy of Nothing. Jesus Christ. Or Academy of Everything. What the?
Yeah. Now this is the one I wanted to find why it was stupid for him to come into his comment section. Ojo Rojo said, "Yeah, what if the economic system has me broke as you know what, and I can't get out of my parents' house because of a student loan? In this case, 45K." So he actually says right to he adds him. Mine to reply, thanks. This is 11 months ago. So Academy replies doesn't reply to him. So what it
He
is,
brushed him off. He saw it and he just parroted. I think the comment there, Academy of Ideas, is it's just a copy and paste one. Hey, I replied to all the emails I received. Was one of them yours? When you log in and go to a video, make sure you enter the password listed beneath each video. If you need further assistance, email me through the site again and I'll help you out as soon as possible. He's just promoting his site, basically. He's
wow.
promising engagement, like reach out to me so he can attract more pay pigs. So
Yeah.
it's a canned response.
But
Yeah,
people will look at this thread and realize, wow, this guy made a good point. And Academy of Ideas doesn't have an idea.
yeah.
That's why I find more and more like the channels that I reply to, 2 out of 3 of them don't talk
Yes.
to anyone in their comment section because they can
Yes.
always turn around and say, "Oh, I never read your comment."
Yes.
You know,
Or you can say, if you're clever, you can go, oh, I do read them, but I don't have time to reply to them because there's so many. I
yeah,
appreciate them all. That's what you say. You're smart. It's diplomatic to say you're beneath me.
Yeah, exactly. And people can see that because some of these guys are not self-loathing. Ojo Rojo 40 is not self-loathing. He's just a guy recognized. He doesn't have a magic wand. He doesn't have hyper agency. He's just a human.
Yes,
He
yes.
he tried to get into the economic system, and whatever he took didn't get him a job, or or maybe he had a job, and like I say, it was only, he said he's broke. He might have just have a part-time job, and it just all it goes for is to pay his loan back. You know.
This is funny. Okay, I think it reveals Academy of Ideas low class origins. Right? It really bothers me that you went to the trouble of producing a well-informed, well-made video on this subject, but couldn't take 30 seconds necessary to learn how to pronounce the Latin word pure. It's not. I
Yes.
don't know how to pronounce it because I'm low class as well. It's just not pronounced the same. I was reading that, Trevor.
Oh, sorry, bud. Where was it?
I
I thought it was up higher. That's why I was going up there.
Go back up. Go back up.
Okay.
Ugh. All right, go down a little bit, just a little bit. Okay.
Right here.
Go down. Go down. It's exernia. Right. That's it.
Oh, right.
All right.
Sorry, it's just
Okay,
that
it's not. And he goes, it's not pronounced the same as the word pure. Okay, this is very interesting. What snobbery is, especially when it comes to Latin. Why did public school boys learn Latin in the past? Because even though it was a dead language, right? I know there's a big craze for ancient texts and reading them in education, but it wasn't useful. Really, it's interesting, but it wasn't really useful. Right, even back in the day. It's because it's so you can distinguish yourself from others. If
yes.
I know Latin, this guy clearly doesn't. He's made a mistake in pronunciation, so you can other him. So you know he's low status, basically, or he's new money at the very best. It's funny. This guy's probably low status as well, uneducated, right? I'm uneducated. I'm not saying it to shame him. I'm just being descriptive. And he's desperately, but he's trying to desperately gain his status, and he's just like looking things up on the internet, very simplistic, appealing philosophy, Jung, Freud, and he's just regurgitating this stuff. And he's just like, it's all the same stuff like manhood and maturity, and all vague platitudes.
Well, it's Zantana.
Yeah.
If he's on this commenting here, that means he is a low status man himself. So it doesn't matter if this guy knows how to pronounce Latin either.
Yeah, but I know. Yes. Greek X is pronounced as Z, I think. It's pronounced as Z, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I said Santana.
I don't. You know what, Joe? That's what I hate. Look, I don't think words with the X should be like that. Anyway, that's another topic.
Yes, of course.
I think you should be able to read something and pronounce it phonetically. You should not have to listen to someone pronounce it correctly. But anyway.
Yes, I know we don't want to get too off topic, but just to add to it, I would say I actually like the newer generation starting to spell things phonetically too, because English it's just crap anyway for its spelling.
Yes.
You know,
yes. But the word pseudo's got the word P in it at the start. So I used to pronounce it as pseudo, because I didn't know it's silent. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, of course, exactly. There's a lot of words in English that have a lot of dead letters in it, so you're just guessing. Okay, did we want to?
Did one more comment? But if an account of real social economics, all right, I was reading it. You left it again.
Just a minute.
Can you scroll down again, please?
Of course. Is it Jiggy?
Yeah, it's John Q phone.
Okay.
Phone. Right. But if accounted for real social economic factors, he couldn't ramble on it in a 10-minute psychobabble bullshit video. Guy overanalyzed way too much, and I assume he's never heard of sociology. He's right. There's economic factors. There's another thing we've got to talk about as well. I really want to destroy therapy, right? I really distrust therapy. Jung was therapy, right?
Right.
Okay, he's a therapist. He's a psychoanalyst, right? These therapeutic analysis are completely detached from economic factors and social factors, right? Yeah. So, he's a man-child. You don't know what that person's been through. He may have been locked in his house for his entire life and not socialized, right? Yeah. You don't know what's going on. So just it's all trying to individualize it and put it on the person. Oh, you just got this complex. You know, where does it come from? Oh, it comes from nowhere. It's like a medical disease. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
And it doesn't include guys who do suffer from Asperger's and other, mental issues that they can't overcome. They can't
Yes.
get rid of it. That is, they,
Yes.
you can do something, but you're limited. It's like
Well,
having,
the thing is, a lot of it's prejudice anyway. It's the rest of the society's got to accommodate these people. It's like saying, oh yeah, these homosexuals have got to change. No, they don't. Society had to become more tolerant. And
yes,
there is a lot of anti-male bullying of socially awkward men.
yes,
You know,
exactly. I'm trying to remember what's the disease where your muscles start to just deteriorate over time? You remember that one?
um,
The, but
it
anyway,
doesn't matter. I know what you're talking about. I've heard of it as well. Yes.
yeah, well, the guy had it, and they he wanted someone to put a ramp in to the, I believe it was bank or hospital or something like. They said, and he put it perfectly. He said, "Why should I go through 5 hours of therapy a day just to
Yeah.
walk up your stairs?
Yes.
Why can't you just put, that's common. It's like, I'm a citizen. You want me to my business. Why can't you accommodate me? It's
Yes.
not my fault. My body's falling apart. It's that sort
Okay.
of, okay.
I've just noticed something which is quite funny. Look at the video recommendation, Jordan Peterson one.
Yes.
Jordan
Dangerous IQ
Peterson,
debate.
danger, race and IQ.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Look, what's the channel called? Think Club Archive. That's another vague type. Think Club. Yeah. Oh wow. Think Club. You know.
Oh, guys, it's like,
I've noticed it's a right wing trend. It's like it's trying to make a big deal, trying to make like simplistic things, like thinking is a big intellectual achievement. Like, so, Jesus Christ, danger race.
man, the fact that Peterson is still being listened to after all this time.
Yeah.
I guess we don't want to get too much on that.
Yeah. I think I want to wrap it up. I just want to end with
Yeah.
a summary. To be honest, I think if you've seen the self-loathing, we've seen some decent pushback, right? We've seen that woman telling men to man up, right? Calling them immature. When it's women that control the family unit. Okay. Anyway, Academy of Ideas, he's asking you to give him money, right? So he can make more empty, simplistic videos regurgitating stuff from other sources with no new analysis. There's no original analysis here, right? None. Okay. Or when he interprets things, he interprets them in a completely incorrect way anyway. So you're paying money if you're one of his pay pigs to regurgitate this garbage, and he looks down on you. You're one of the low status losers as far as he is concerned.
Yeah.
He tells men to go out on adventures and take risks. He needs to do this. What he needs to do, if he's a real man, there's something called the African World War going on right now, I think. Okay, a lot of these African countries hire white mercenaries. You can go to Africa, offer his services, and become a real man and
Yes.
fight in wars. That's an adventure. You know, it can be the next James Bond or Bourne, Jason Bourne, or whatever you want to call it, or fucking Captain America. He wants to be a hero.
Yes. Yes, he could. But I think we know by now that men in the vast majority want to live nice, safe, comfortable lives. They want that routine. They don't want to go out of their comfort zone.
Yes.
If they do, it's to gain status. That is it. That is
Yes.
the drive.
They want to kick the comfort out from underneath other guys as well.
Yeah.
It's an authoritarian personality type.
Yeah. And that's what Academy is doing here. He's like, no, you go out. I like the idea of you suffering, but I'm going to be in my comfortable little place behind my computer keys.
Yes.
That's what the kind of guys these are. You've just got to ignore them. Period.
Defund them. Yeah.
Exactly. Can I put up before we go? One guy who said join the Marine Corps. This guy
Yeah.
Messiah 38. Why join the U.S. Marine Corps when you can be a pirate? I love
Yes.
that. I love that comment. Messiah 38. You're my hero. Okay. Do you want to wrap it up here then?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Analyzing. Thank you very much. See you around.